Yes, people, welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are all doing well. Smash up the likes. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Hope you guys are all doing well, innit? No stream yesterday, bro, because to be honest with you, my hay fever's been kicking me in the ass. Yeah, boys, it's not been good, man. I can't lie. Like my eyes are bad, boys. Yeah, my eyes are bad, man. And I know for a fact, yeah, I get it bad, yeah, but I don't get it that bad, innit? And I know some people out there right now have probably effed. You know what I'm saying? So everyone that suffers with the hay fever, then you know it is an L. How the hell we're still getting cooked by grasses or madness in big 2025? But yeah, smash these likes up if you've not done so already. Hopefully you guys are all well. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're also one subscriber of 33,000, I think. Let me just quickly double check. I think we're one subscriber away. Let's have a look. Oh, smash the yeses in the chat as well, chat. We'll get some shout outs done. Yeah, we're one subscriber as well. We're one subscriber away from 34,000. Fucking hell, 34,000. No ways. As if it's 30. I thought it started 33. I don't check these things, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah, smash the like. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Let's see if we can get 34,000. Oh, no, it's 33,100. See, I don't even look, bro. I don't even know what I'm at. 33,100 with one subscriber away. Let's do some shout outs, man. Shout out to Jack. Shout out to Aruri. Shout out to Louise, Chris, Connor, Bonzi, Tommy, Link, Charlie, AK, Jack, Sam, Joey McCune. Hey, come on, bro. What brings you into the streams, man? Not building any houses today, no? Hey, come on. Big up to Subic, big up to Idowl, big up to Brandholt, Musa. Come on, bro. Big up to Drew Dogs, Fox, Herbal, Vinny, Tony, City Till I Die, WLM. Hopefully you guys are all doing well, man. Smash these likes up if you've not done so already. And shout out to Mansour AA. We don't know what the AA stands for. Maybe one day we'll find out, innit? Do you reckon Mansour will ever tell us what the AA stands for in his name? I don't know what it stands for. Oh, is it obvious? I don't know what it is. But yeah, smash the likes up. Shout out to Mansour for the 5 bomb. I was going to speak. Well, actually, I want to do a little bit of a recap. And have a little bit of chat about loads of different things because quite a lot's been happening. We've got Club World Cup that starts officially tonight/tomorrow. So we'll speak about that, how we're feeling and that. We'll speak about the Ederson news, which is literally just broke just as we went live, which is interesting news. And whatever else you guys want to speak about, we'll speak about in it. So yeah, get your comments in the chat. We'll read it. I'm just awake for no early reason. Got to see what the Mystic Egg is up to. Right, come on, man. Big up. Make sure you guys are following Noisy Pod. Shout out to Mansour again for the 5 bomb. Smash these likes up, people. Well, let's not waste no time. Let's divert and pivot straight away, chat, to the news that's just been broken now by City Extra Portuguese. Now, for those people that don't know, yeah, when these guys get news from the Portuguese players or the Brazilian players, it's usually legit. It's usually legit. Yeah. It's usually legit. So I would be quite confident that this news is true. So I've translated. Well, I've not translated it. It's translated. So this is what's been said. Take a look at this. Exclusive. Ederson and Man City will decide the Brazilians' future after the Club World Cup. First line. The player wishes to stay, but is also open to leaving if a satisfactory proposal arrives that Man City deems to have the appropriate conditions and values. Sources close to the club claim that Ederson and Pep Guardiola had a conversation. So sources close to the club, right? This is so whoever's told them, yeah, this is them, right? So sources close to the club. Yeah. So who is this? This is the person that's obviously told City Extra Portuguese, but we don't know who it is. And obviously, I don't know anymore because I don't work at City Extra. But it'll be someone. It'll be someone with a decent source. Let me tell you that right now. Claim that Ederson and Pep Guardiola had a conversation a few months ago, which the goalkeeper expressed his willingness to leave if the club if a good opportunity arose. Al Ittihad are currently the main interested parties, but the other club in Saudi Arabia are also showing interest. Meanwhile, Porto and goalkeeper Diogo Costa are willing to wait, even if the transfer takes place next season. So, the very first thing is the player wishes to stay. So, he's saying he wants to stay, right? But what's he saying? Like, does he also want to leave? Does he also want to leave? Like, what does this actually mean, bro? Because on one hand, you're telling me that he wants to stay, but then on the other hand, you're saying that he wants to leave. Now, is this a money thing? Is he basically saying, pay me the money and I'll stay? Is this what he's saying? Pay me the money and I'll stay. Otherwise, I'll go to Saudi Arabia. Is that what you guys are getting? That's kind of what I'm getting from it. That's kind of what I'm getting for it. Pay me the money and I'll stay. Otherwise, I'm going to go Saudi. That's the vibe I'm getting. Are you guys getting the same vibe, or is anyone getting anything different from this? Is anyone getting anything different from this? Because that's the vibe I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting. He doesn't mind staying, but he's taking that Saudi bag, says Lucas. He wants to stay and wants to go. Give him the money. I think he wants a new deal. He's willing to stay, not wishing to stay. But that's literally what it says, though, Chris, isn't it? The player wishes to stay. That's how we interpret it. The preference is to leave. So you don't think he wants to stay? You think this is maybe not right, this first bit where he says he wishes to stay? You think this isn't right? You think he's basically saying, I want to go, but I will stay if, like, you don't sell me type thing. I'll go in a year. Increase the salary or leave. Give him the stone salary. What nonsense story. Lots of words to say, bro. Just wants to get money. Yeah, honestly. Bro, just say what you're saying here. Or you should just come out and be like, give me 300 grand or I'm going Saudi Arabia. That's basically what I'm getting from it. Wants to stay but doesn't get the bag, goes on a free next summer, says Josh. Diogo Costa is better. We want to watch more performance of national team. I'm not sure he's better. I can't lie, bro. He wants to go if club agrees, but they don't. He will stay. He wants that 300 grand a week tax-free is what he's saying. I think AA stands for Alexander Arnold. Oh, come on, man. That is crazy. Yeah, I know it does. It's a bit of a wishy-washy. It doesn't really make sense, does it? It doesn't really make sense. I think it's a money thing, right? I think it's a money thing. And the vibe I'm getting here is if City come in with a big offer, now I don't know what that offer is going to be, obviously, no idea. He might be open to signing a new contract. Or is he just saying, I'll stay for the year and then go next year? Like, I don't know. The more I'm reading it, the more I'm kind of like, bro, this doesn't make any sense, mate. This kind of doesn't make any sense. Get him on 200k. If he does good, just bump it up a bit. City should cash in with Ederson. This will be another Walker situation, in my opinion. Just waiting to see if another better offer comes in. Saudi will definitely give him more. No, Saudi is definitely going to give him more money. I mean, Saudi Arabia, yeah, the clubs in Saudi Arabia will probably pay him more money than City, and it'll be tax-free. So we can't compete, really, with Saudi Arabia when it comes to the money side. We'd have to give him, like, 600 or 700,000 pound a week, which obviously we're not going to do. Right? I'm not saying City should pay him that, but I do think City should offer him, like, minimum 250k. I really do think that should be the minimum offer. But we don't know what City are offering him. This is the problem. We would assume that City have offered him a wage increase and offered him quite a big one, because for me, I just don't see the point in offering him like 150 for him to leave, and then we've got to go and spend 60 million on what I would consider an inferior goalkeeper in Costa anyway. And, so I don't really get that. So for me, again, it's kind of like, how much is City actually offering Ederson as the contract? And we've not really seen anything, really. I've not seen anything on social media from any journalists to see what City are offering him in terms of a price. I think that's why it can be a little bit difficult at times, because we don't really know what we've offered him. The only thing is, we would assume, that we have what for free. That's stupid. Well, the thing is, if no bids come in for him, if no bids come in for Ederson, then we've got no other choice, have we? We've got no choice. He wants a new contract either with us or abroad. Give him the bag, he's earned it, says Jimmy. Yeah, I'd give it him as well, Jimmy. I would. Sign him on a 2-year extension. Sign Trafford, loan him to West Ham for 2 years. That's actually not a terrible idea, bro. I can't even lie. You don't need a keeper that's thinking about... I agree with this, Joe. I agree. I've said, right, everyone knows my stance on Ederson. Yeah, I think he's the best goalkeeper for Manchester City, and I'd be gutted if he leaves. However, if he is staying, I only want him staying if he's committed. Yeah, because I don't want a goalkeeper that's like not fully committed to the club and that, not because like I'm not arsed about it. I think you can get away with it a little bit with outfield players, but I just don't think you can get away with it with goalkeepers. I agree with you, Joe. I'm with you, mate. Only let him stay if he's actually like, yeah, I'm staying. I want to win the Prem again. I want to do this. I want to do bits. You know what I mean? 250 now. Our wage bill is stupid. It's not stupid, bro. Our wage bill's getting cut massively. Grealish is gone. De Bruyne is gone. Stones is going. Bernardo's probably going to go. Our wage bill is going to be absolutely slashed this summer. We've got the capacity to give him 250k, 100%. Why would we let him leave for free? Again, if no bids come in, you can't force him out the door. If no bids come for him, what are you going to do? You can't force him to leave. You right, Matt, how you doing, bro? LB, what do I think about Ortega? Fine as a second choice goalkeeper. Nowhere near good enough for the number one. Nowhere near good enough. And I remember when I tweeted this about 5 months ago and got cooked on Twitter by people, and now everyone's come round to understanding that he's not good enough as a number one. Fine as a number two, but he's not good enough as a number one. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Why no notification? Don't know, bro. Take it up with YouTube, man. YouTube, I don't know. They're censoring me, innit? Censor B. I don't know what I've said, but there's no notifications for people. It's weird. We could have had Jan Garcia for 25 million. And he's gone Barca now, isn't it? He was on 90k. Craig said that was later improved with a deal he signed on 2021. Ah, okay. Yeah, I wonder what he's on then. I wonder what he's on, innit? Lots of parallels here between KDB and Ederson, you know, when you deep it. Go on, expand on that, bro. What do you mean by that? Expand on that. What do you mean by there's a lot of parallels? What do you mean, bro? What is Alisson on? Alisson, Liverpool wage. According to this, he's on 7.8 million a year, which is 150k a week. I imagine that to be true. Surely not. Surely he's not on 150k a week. Surely he's not on 150k a week, chat. That seems really low. That seems really, really low. That seems really low. I don't think so. I've not seen anything. True Blue Tie, I've not seen anything. Yeah. On anything to suggest that we've had any bids or any offers. Do you know what I'm saying? So no, I would say at the moment, no, there's no offers. There's no offers on the table. If no bids come in financially, it wouldn't make giving him 300k a week rather than losing him on a free than have to pay. That's what I'm saying, Imran. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, if he's happy to stay, yeah, we give him 250k or 300 grand a week, right? And I know it's a lot of money, right, for a goalkeeper. However, if you lose him, you're only going to get 15 million for him anyway, or free next year. And then you've got to go and spend 60 million on a new goalkeeper who's probably going to be worse. Yeah. And then on top of that, you've got to pay them 150 grand a week as well. I bump him down the pecking order if he doesn't leave, sign an extension, says Lewis. Yeah, potentially that is an offer. I've got a feeling Eddie gets moved on after the Club World Cup and bringing Costa Chevalier. Well, it's interesting, isn't it, as well? Like on that story, let me bring it up again. It says at the bottom, yeah, Porto and this is from a Manchester City source, yeah. Sources close to the club, so that's somebody, probably an agent, a football agent. It might be a football player. It might be someone that works. It's going to be someone. These guys are a good source. Trust me. Trust me. These guys are a good source, yeah. And they're saying in the same post, Diego Costa is willing to wait. This bit here tells me that I think Ederson might be going, chat. I can't lie. It's worded proper. It's worded proper weird, isn't it? Because the very first thing says he wants to stay or wishes to stay, but then it's like he's going to leave. He's going to leave. He's going to leave. And we've got a replacement lined up. Strange. Bit of a strange situation. The club will bring in a goalkeeper if he doesn't sign. Probably. I mean, we're clearly offering more, but terms are not what either player wants. Otherwise, they'd be signing. Yeah, or maybe Ederson actually just legit wants to leave, and this isn't true. Maybe this bit isn't true. Maybe this bit isn't true, but when he leaves, he'll be like, well, I wanted to stay, but City didn't pay me what I was worth, so I left. Do you know what I mean? To sort of like, so the players can say to the fans that he didn't actually want to leave type thing. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't begrudge the guy anyway. I wouldn't begrudge the guy. If the guy went to Saudi Arabia and was like, yeah, I've just gone to Saudi Arabia because the money was too good in it. Sorry. I wouldn't begrudge Ederson. Like I'd be like, oh bro, you're a little bit young, man. You're only 31. You could have done a couple more years. But at the end of the day, for me, he's the best goalkeeper we've ever had. Yeah, we've won everything with Ederson. You know, he's got to be a legend. You know what I mean? He's got to be a legend of the football club. But if he wants to leave and go Saudi and get the bag, 100% let him go, man. I ain't got a problem with it. Yeah. But again, don't be doing this. Oh, well, I didn't really want to go, but City didn't offer me. It's like, bro, if you're going to go, bro, ever since the Saudis, got into football and that, I've personally not had any problems with the players going there. No problem. I know some people have a problem with it or whatever. I don't really care, yeah? At the end of the day, if they're being offered 500, 600 grand a week, tax-free, Ivan Toney, good striker, not an amazing striker, good striker. This guy's gone and earned £400,000 a week, tax-free. If you think I'm going to sit here and tell him that he's a twat for going there or anything like that, I ain't going to do it. If you want to do it, you do it. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, because I get it, man. It's wealth. You know what I mean? It's generational wealth for these guys. Yeah, generational wealth. Do you know what I mean? And you can go Dubai on your trips. You can go Abu Dhabi. You can go all around that area. Yeah, and it's just I reckon it's just a mint life. So I'm not going to sit here and say it, yeah, but I don't have a problem with it when players just firm it and be like, I've gone with the cash. This is why when Oscar went to China, I was like, respect. This guy come out with chest and said, I'm going China, don't give a fuck about Brazil, blah, blah, blah. I've got a chance to earn that money, which will set my family up with my kids and their kids and their kids for forever, yeah? No problem with it, yeah? But don't do the thing like Henderson. When I get annoyed, yeah, it's like when people like Henderson, oh, I'm going there to change the culture or whatever. No, you're not. Liar. You're going there for the cash. Just firm it, bro. Yeah, I got a problem with it. So if Ederson does go, if what I'm basically saying, cut a long story short, if Ederson does go, bro, we know you're going for the money. That's cool. Don't start saying stuff like, oh, well, City didn't offer me this or City didn't do that or blah, blah, blah. We know City are offering you a contract. We're not stupid. Of course, City are offering you a contract. City don't want you to leave. Pep won't want him to leave. The club won't want him to leave. It makes no sense whatsoever for the club to actively want Ederson to leave, yeah? Because then we've got to spend 60 million quid on another goalkeeper. Why would we want to do that? The new goalkeeper's probably worse than Ederson, so why would we want to do that? And the new goalkeeper's probably going to be on a solid wage anyway. Makes no sense. So if you're going to go, just go and, firm it and say, go, I'm going for the cash. Yeah. And I'll be like, yeah, fair play, mate. You deserve it. You deserve it. I understand we cannot compete with the 500, 600 grand a week tax free. And I won't say a bad word about him. Yeah, I make that promise now. I won't say a bad word about him. Yeah. But don't start slagging the club off and that. Do you know what I mean? Because then I'll be getting a little bit, Honesty is admirable and respectable. Facts. Absolute facts. Bro, yeah, listen. Football's career, yeah? You break through at 18, you've probably got what? 15 years career? 15 years career? I ain't going to start slagging players off for going. No chance. No chance. You know what's crazy as well? I remember when everyone slagged that Gabriel Vega off when he went. Bro, that guy's finessed it. Yeah? Where is he now? Did he go Porto in the end? Gabriel Vega. Did he go Porto? Yeah. So that guy, yeah, he's finessed the system. He went to Saudi Arabia, done a year or two. Yeah. Yeah, did 2 years in Saudi Arabia, earned mad money, and now he's back in Europe at 23 years old. So he's like, everyone's slagging him off, and he's just like, bro, he's done what he's done. He's finessed the system. He's finessed the system, man. LB, what about if we signed Ter Stegen? I'm not a massive fan of Ter Stegen, bro. I can't lie. I think he's a bit overrated. I think he's a bit overrated, man. LB, what do you think about the Walker comments? Why do City fans hate Walker? City fans don't hate Walker. They hate the stuff that he says. You right, Martin? How you doing, mate? Yeah, it's gone Porto, isn't it? It's finessed the system, bro. LB, thoughts on Walker? Listen, the Walker thing is what it is, mate. Like, I'll be real. Like, I just don't really think the guy understands. And again, I know some people don't give a shit, so that's cool, isn't it? I'm giving my opinion. I just don't think the guy really gets football fans necessarily. Yeah. And I don't think he's got. I don't know. I just feel like he's a bit. The guy says weird stuff that puts tension on the player relationship. Let me tell you something, right? And again, this is my opinion. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. Cool. You don't have to agree with my opinion in it. Yeah. When you play for a football club, yeah, you create a bond with the fans, which should last a lifetime. Yeah. Unless your name is Neil Mopai, right? That means when you leave the football club, you don't say anything bad about the club. Yeah. You don't say anything bad about the fans, and you respect everything about the football club. Yeah. When you're a captain of a football club, that responsibility for me, yeah, goes up tenfold. You are a representative of that football club for life. Now, you're even more of a representative when you're a captain of a club, yeah, that you won trophies with and won a Premier League with. Now, this isn't the first time Walker's said something like this, yeah, about, oh, I'd give a Premier League away to win something, because he's done it before with the with England. Now, I personally didn't like it when he said that about England either. However, whatever, I get it. Yeah, it's his international team. It's England. I understand what he's saying, but I still didn't like it. Yeah, to say it about another football club is just stupid. He didn't need to say that. He didn't need to say that. He could have just said, "Oh yeah, I would have loved to have been part of a Europa League to win with Tottenham. I love my time there, and it would have been great to win that and experience it with the fans." Why do you need to add the second bit in about giving away a trophy at Premier League, mate? There's no need to say that. And I think the reason why I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed because he's a captain of a football club, yeah. And when you win a trophy, especially a Premier League, yeah, you've got fans that go home and away to every single game, yeah. And it's not easy, mate. It's not easy. It's like a lot of people who maybe don't go to games or whatever, or not in England or whatever, don't really understand it. It's hard, mate. Yeah, you go work. Most of these lads, by the way, yeah, they're labourers. They're working in an office. They ain't on mad money. They're not on mad money. Why? I don't know that, because I was fucking doing it before COVID, bro. Yeah, you go work Monday to Friday. Yeah, you have to book time off work for the midweek games. Yeah, so you're losing money, or you're using a holiday. You're sacrificing time with your missus, yeah, or your family. Birthdays, you say, "Sorry, mate, I can't come to your birthday. I'm at fucking City versus Stoke." Yeah, you're getting up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You've got to get to town or to the pub or wherever to get on the coach. You're then on coaches for 4 hours, 5 hours. Sometimes the coach will break down. You're not getting in till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, and some fans, yeah, do this week in, week out. Then you've got the international fans, yeah, obviously slightly different, but some of these guys are waking up every game at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning to see City play Burnley away. Yeah, different. Obviously, they're not doing the long trips or whatever. They're still, going into work the next day, knackered. I know it's different. I'm not saying it's the same, yeah, but obviously it's still a commitment. And it's long. It's 8, 9 months of a year that you're going through to win a trophy. So when you win the trophy, the Premier League, which is why for me, I always say the Premier League is my bread and butter, because I don't watch 38 games not win it. When you then just say that you would trade one of those Premier Leagues for a Europa League with another football club, it's just like, bro, nah, man. Nah, and I don't get it, mate, because there's a lot of tension between the player and some fan. Again, I know some fans don't care. That's cool, but I'm telling you my opinion, yeah? Like, why do you keep saying these things, man? You said it about England. You got a backlash then, and you've now said it about Spurs, which is 10 times worse. It's just, for me, I'm just like, why does this guy keep saying stuff like this? It's like, bro, it's crazy. Like, we defended this guy as a fan base. We've pushed him into the best Premier League right back ever. Yeah, we've held his name up there and said this is the best Premier League right back of all time. This guy pocket, like, we've defended, and now I just feel disappointed that he's just so willing to just trade a Premier League for Europa. I know it's only hypothetical, and I know, and again, I'm not fucking deep in it or whatever. Like, I don't really give a shit. I'm just disappointed because as a captain, you're meant to have this like bond with the fans, and you're just saying stuff to sort of like, nah, I don't really care. I'd go to war for company, mate, yeah? You best believe that. I've said this pure times. Vincent Company, bro. Yeah, I'd go to war for that guy. Yeah? War, bro. Fernandinho. Yeah? Same thing. Zabaleta, never a captain, but same thing. And then with Walker, I'm just kind of like, well, why are you saying these things, man? I get it. I'm not saying I don't get what he's saying. I completely understand what he's saying. He was at Spurs for a long time. Of course, he loves the club. I've got no problem with that. He was there for a long time. He loves Tottenham and he respects them. He likes the fans or whatever. I've got no problem with that. No problem with that at all. And I've got no problem with you saying he would have loved to have been part of that Europa League final. No problem. But why do you have to add the bit in about trading a trophy that you put your, blood, sweat and tears into? Fans have put a lot of effort into going and whatever. I just think it's sort of like, I just think it's poor, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why he's saying it. But that's just my opinion. It is. I know some people don't care. I've seen some people on Twitter say they literally don't care. That's cool. But some people do care, and I care. Not care like as in I'm going to start slagging the guy off. So I'm not that bothered by it. I just think, bro. I just think, nah. I'm just not. I'm not on that with you. You don't have that connection. I don't have that connection with you. I have that connection with the company. I have that connection with Fernandinho. Yeah, Silver and that. But not with you, bro. I can't lie. Because you just say stuff that I'm like, why do you keep saying these things? But like I say, some people have like took it really personally and like really sort of like pissed off by it. And I understand. And again, I understand that take. And some people are just not asked. And again, it is only a hypothetical thing. So that's why I'm kind of not like overly deep in it. But I just, yeah, for me, I'm just like, why are you saying that, man? Like, why did you need to say that? But yeah, anyway, that's my take on it. That's my take on it anyway. But yeah, some of you guys will probably be more angry than me, and some of you guys will probably just not give a shit. So yeah, there we go. But that's my opinion. If you want my opinion, again, I'm not sitting on the fence. I don't know why he said it. I'm disappointed massively that he said it, and I don't have that connection that I have with company. With company, like I say, bro, I go to war for Vincent Company, man. Yeah, I go to war for Vincent Company, mate. Fernandinho, but not Walker. I respect him and that. I still think he's the greatest Premier League right back of all time. But as a connection, nah. I just don't have it, you know. I don't have it, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's what it is. You know what I mean? It's what it is. I chose to take it personally. Yeah, exactly. You took it personally. J877 said don't give a shit. There you go. It depends on, you know, what you like. I'm sort of like I've not took it like mad annoying. Like I've seen some people going ham at him. I'm not really like that. But I'm sort of like, I don't think you get it. I don't think he gets it. I don't think he gets it. I don't. And the fact that he got a load of backlash last time for saying the same thing about England, and now he's going to say it about Spurs, makes me think that it just goes in one ear and out the other. But it is what it is anyway. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's done. He's going in it. He's going. I seen something this morning actually. Apparently, he's going Fenerbahce. Did I see that correct, chat? Did I see that right? He's going Fenerbahce. I swear I seen that this morning. Let me see if I can find it now. Oh, look at this. Southampton and Leeds want Juma Bar. I wouldn't go there, bro. I'd stay in France if I was you, mate. I can't even lie. Where's this about? I swear I saw this. It might have been yesterday, actually. Oh, yeah, there it is. Fenerbahce have made an official offer for Kyle Walker. There you go. I imagine it's a free transfer. Yeah, I kind of with you, bro. It's fact. Yeah. I hear it, man. I hear it. It's one of them, innit? It's one of them. Don't care about Walker comments because he's basically thick, says Ken. Like I say, it's just one of them, innit? I hear both sides, man. And I'm just sort of like, I'm more on the side of like, why the hell did you say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just like, what is he doing, mate? But yeah, anyway, is what it is. LB Walker almost joined Bayern at 2023. Pep didn't let him go. Yeah, I mean, he should have gone that year. He should have gone after the treble, but probably a lot of players should have gone after the treble. It is what it is. It's done now, innit? We can't go back and change it. Only learn from our mistakes, which it appears we are doing. Newcastle fans, Livramento won't publicly say he wants to leave if no bidders come in, says Martin. Why? What's happened with that? Naipan, here we go. Yeah, no, I've seen that. I've seen it. I did see that. Does Southampton want to buy Juma Bar? If yes, hell no. Yeah, nah, stay in France, man. Stay in France. Yes, Luce, what are you saying? Mahrez, prime example of speaking positively about the club leaving. Walker, captain, saying it makes it worse. He needs to. No, exactly, 100%. Like Mahrez just goes and like everything he always says. He says he loves the club, best club in the world, blah 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 blah. Like, and he was just a standard player. That is in not captain. That's what I'm saying about the bond. A captain should have a bond that lasts a lifetime. That should never, you know, I mean, and you should represent the club. And I just feel like, for me, I'm like, bro, you shouldn't be saying that, man. You shouldn't be saying that. But like I said, I just don't think he gets it. I don't think he gets it. LB, why is 2018 Bernardo so memorable? He was on the headlines every week. 2018 Bernardo? I don't know. My memory's trash. I don't know. What was he doing that year? Why is everyone speaking about Livramento? Is there Livramento news? Everyone in the chat speaking about Livramento. Have I missed something here? What's going on? What's going on, chat? Have I missed something regarding Livramento? LB Livramento gave an interview and completely dismissed the City links his desire to stay at Newcastle. Let me see if I can pull up the interview. Livramento. I tell you what, he was good for England the other day. England under 21s. He was really good. Let's have a look. What's he said? He said, I knew that Newcastle were a big club when I joined. They're already in the Champions League. So even that was a massive thing for me. To win anything for this club has been a massive achievement. Long may it continue. You see what it means to them. They come to the games, but across the city, you see that everybody here supports the club. It was great to bring a cup home. Would you swap it for a... Would you swap it for a trophy with Southampton? Oh, I'm joking. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing in there about him saying he doesn't want to leave. Let me find the actual interview. That wasn't the right one. Chronicle. What's it called? The Newcastle Chronicle. Here we go. Let's see what he says. Okay. What's this about? Oh, this is about where he plays. I know the defensive was solid. Livramento, linked to Man City, has hailed Newcastle as the perfect platform to express himself, having helped the club qualify for the Champions League. He said, I know that Newcastle are a big club when I joined. They're already in the Champions League, so even that was a massive thing for me. You see what it means to them. They come to the games. Despite those links with City, United have put the not for sale side. That's fine with who's loving life. The fullback said, training is always hard, physical. You know what they go. I mean, I've not read anything there that says he doesn't want to leave or whatever. Have you guys read anything in there that says he's not leaving? There's nothing in there that says he's not leaving. Doesn't say anything about City. Livramento's vow, mate. Have I missed something here? Have I missed something in that article? Where's he said that he ain't leaving? He just says he's buzzing to have won something. I don't read anything in that article that says he's definitely not leaving. I don't think we're going to get him. I think we might put a bid in for him. I don't think we're going to get him, but there's nothing in that article that says he's staying or leaving. The article is just about whatever. So there's nothing in that article at all. I don't know what people are saying there. Big up Chicken Wing says, try Ceterizin Saft. What's that? Type Ceterizin. Ceterizin Saft. What is that? Oh, it's a hay fever medication. Oh, come on, Bray. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that, man. I'm on a phenylphexidine, man, but I ain't doing shit, bro. I'm gonna go Morrison's in a bit and get some more, man. Yo, big up, bro. I'll try it. I'll definitely try it. Big up Lee says the liver event over anything with the Chronicle. Bro, I've just read it. There's nothing in the article, man. There's nothing in the article. I don't think we're going to get him, yeah? To be clear. I don't think we're getting him. But there's nothing in that article to say he's staying or going. There's nothing in that article to say he's staying or going. But again, I don't think we're going to get him. Crazy. Get a mask? Nah, I can't walk around with a mask, mate. Yeah. Looking like Spider-Man or something. Nah. And I crash out if we get that fraud Wesley. Nah, we'll have to scout him. I'm pretty sure he's at the Club World Cup, Flamengo. So we'll have to do some Flamengo watch-alongs, man. See what he's about, innit? Crazy. Big up, bro. Big up Lee, man. Big up Charlie says Europa League is worth more than a City League. Trent, it means more. Walker, it means less. Bro, exactly, man. This guy, bro. It's crazy. I can't believe he said it, man. Wild. Wild. Would you ever hear Vincent Kompany saying that? I very much doubt it. I very, very much doubt it, man. I can't lie. Very much doubt it. Very much doubt it, man. Just me a nose spray. But I've got this nose spray, man. But it says it needs like 3 or 4 days to build up the immune system or whatever. So I'm only on day 2. I mean, crazy. Did you see Real Madrid? Yeah, Mastantuono. Yeah, Mastantuono's a baller though, MD. Trust me, he's a special player. He's a special player. Special player. Have I seen Gabriel's comments? Yeah, weird guy. Weird guy. Weird guy. How about win a trophy, bro? Real talk, innit? Just win a trophy. Why are these guys always talking, man? You notice that? Why are these guys always talking? Just win a trophy, innit? Bro, just win a trophy. Oh, but you're rattled. No, I'm not rattled. You're rattled because you don't win anything. Win a trophy, bro. Crazy. Crazy how they speak so much and they don't win anything. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's mad. It's actually, when you actually dive deeper, it's actually wild, you know? It's actually wild. It's crazy, man. How about win a trophy, innit? Yeah, smash the likes up, man. Get these likes up, people. Come on, man. 1,000 people locked in. And we're only at 250 likes. Let's get these likes up, man. Let's get to 300 rapid. Smash the likes up, people, man. Bill Zetanist says, Walker is no legend of mine. A-hole. How he ever managed to become our captain with his attitude and shenanigans is beyond me. Yeah, he definitely shouldn't have been captain. I mean, he's a legend. I think he's a legend. I do. But he's a legend that I don't have like an emotional connection to as a fan to the player. Like I have that with Aguero, David Silva, company. But with this guy, I'm really struggling. You know what I'm saying? But he's a legend for me. But he's not in the same category. And he's of his own doing, I'll be real. Do you think we'll make any? I think we'll make maybe 2. I still think Ederson's leaving, man. Let me change the title of the stream, mate. Now I've read it, I'm going to change the title of the stream. Ederson wants to stay, but also wants to leave. Thanks for clearing it up, mate. There you go. Title of stream changed, man. Because when I first read it, I was like, yeah, he wants to stay. But then the more I read it and the more I deeped it, the more I'm like, actually, probably wants to leave. It's mad. It's actually wild. She'll be willing to stay, wishes to leave. Yeah, that's what Chris said before in the chat. Willing to stay for another year, but wants to leave. Yeah, I reckon that's probably what it is. LB ESPN have said, how is Mastantuono worth 45 million? Should we watch it? I don't know if I'll watch it, man. I'm just becoming a reaction channel at this point, chat. Yeah, perfect. So I'll probably say right back and a goalkeeper. I reckon Ederson's leaving. I think we need a right back Grealish replacement. I don't think we're getting a Grealish replacement. And then we're also linked to Morgan Gibbs-White. Yeah, we're not getting Gibbs-White. Nah, I think we've got enough, man. I think we've got enough. I think we need a right back and a goalkeeper. And I think Kovacic will stay. I think we've got enough there. So 2 more. I think we'll get 2 more. Bro, they even watched him. Real talk, yeah? Is it that Scottish guy again? How many games has ESPN has he watched, though? That's what I'm saying. How many games of ESPN has he actually watched? ESPN FC? He ain't watched River play, has he? Yeah. He's not watched Sudamericano back in January. Oh, it's the fucking guy again. Should we watch it or nah? Should we watch it, chat, or no? Should we watch it? Yo, JTI, man. Come on, Bray. Coming in with a 5 bomb. Let's go. Come on, man. Big up, bro. IW's in the chat, man. Let's have it. Right. Is there any other City news we need to speak about before we go on to this ESPN video? Oh, no. Is there any other City news we need to speak about? Nah. We've covered everything, yeah? Jimaba going Leeds. I did see that, but he also said it's like early stages. It might be going to Southampton as well. I want him to go back to France, man. I'll be real. Southampton and Leeds are among chasing clubs. Jimaba, Paris FC and FC Cologne are also interested. His Instagram post indicated, though, he wanted to go back to Lens. So it's a bit weird. Speak about outgoings. Gundogan, Turkey. Grealish, don't know. Apparently, we've had no bids at all for Grealish. Not even a loan deal, apparently. Nothing. Which is pretty mad, really. Because like we need to get rid of him because he can't be on 300 grand a week and just not even in the squad. Yeah. Crazy. Look at this guy. Crazy you speak so highly about Turkey, but hasn't won shit. So strange, man. What have I actually said about Turkey? What have I actually said about this guy? Are you a Liverpool fan that's rattled that you're spending £100 million more for Wirtz than Turkey? And then you watch the Turkey game against Spain and watched him kick the ball up with his right foot and volley it into the back post. Is that what you're doing? Are you just rattled, bro? Are you rattled? You're rattled, innit? You're rattled that potentially you might get cooked if Turkey turns out to be better than Wirtz, which is an if, big if. But if he does, you know that your club's getting absolutely cooked, innit? That's why. You're rattled, bro. It's cool though, innit? Don't worry about it, bro. I get it, man. I get it. I get it, man. Do you know what I mean? It's been a tough month for Liverpool fans. It has. They won the league. They should be buzzing. Then the star boy left on a free. Turns out he can speak Spanish fluently. Honestly, it's been a tough month. Crazy work, man. Crazy. Nah, I'm out today, bro. I'm going out in it for some beveraginos. Yo, big up JTI again, man, for the 5 bomb. Big up, bro. I appreciate it. Big up Charlie says, Aaron Wan-Bissaka clears the Tallywhacker flasher. Tallywhacker flasher. Now get out of that one, man. I can stand your Bowen one, yeah? Your Bowen takes, I can like, yo, okay. Your Bowen takes are pretty decent, yeah? But I'm not having that Wan-Bissaka's better than Walker. I'm not having that one, bro. No way. No way, mate. No chance. No chance. No, it's not here anyway. Right, that guy didn't respond. Right, should we see what these guys are saying then? Let's have a look, boys. Yeah, this is the Bowen guy. Charlie, you're just known as the Bowen guy now. You're known as the Bowen guy. Right, let's have a look then. So 45 million euros is in GBP 38 million quid. All right, let's see what they're saying.
Who is following Real Madrid. We spoke to Sid yesterday about a couple of bits of transfer business that have been done. It confirmed today, Gustavo, that Mastantuono is confirmed. The 17-year-old will be joining Real Madrid. For those who haven't seen him play or don't...
My only question is, where will he play?
Don't know too much about him. Can you tell us a little bit more and why Real Madrid are willing to pay such a big figure for him?
Franco Mastantuono can play as an offensive midfielder and also as a right winger. I can compare him to Arda Güler. I think that him and Arda Güler will fight for the same position. We have also to discuss and to see how Real Madrid will play under Xabi Alonso, but he's a kind of player like Arda Güler, very talented player.
Now you guys are funny, man. Where will Valverde play now?
Can play, as I said, as a right winger or an offensive midfielder.
It's interesting you take a look at the gamble that Real Madrid like to do with youth, and obviously it paid off with Vinicius Jr. Hasn't paid off with Endrick. Endrick was kind of the marquee signing, wasn't he, last summer of the teenage sensation. Will this be a different? Will this play out different?
Arsenal live rent-free in City fans. Embarrassing. You do realise this is predominantly a City channel, but fair's okay.
This time.
I don't think so. I think that he's going to have to wait. I think everything in Real Madrid, at least with Karl Ancelotti, was always like that. The young players, for all the fans of Real Madrid, for the Madridistas.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, no, for sure. And
Xabi Alonso in training, they must be working position. In charge of
time, the excitement in Brazil.
There's no surprise I didn't say anything because he won't know anything about it. Did he actually say anything or are they just waffling?
And we saw what happened this season. Lucas Vázquez initially...
For that, it really impressed us. Will this be a different...
Nah, this is a dead video, chat. I think this is a dead video. They don't say anything on that video. I think that's a dead video, chat. I can't lie. I think it's a dead video, boys. They're waffling, man. They're just waffling. You need the Scottish guy, innit? You need the Scottish guy to. Whenever the Scottish guy speaks, yeah, that's when you know, innit? That's when you know something's going down. That's when you know something's going down. Yeah, it's L material, L material, L material. Goldbridge 115. That's football. What's he saying? Here we go, chat.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to That's Football. I'm Mark Goldbridge, and this is your latest football transfer news. And we've got 3 shocks for you today. That is 3, isn't it? Yes, good. Sometimes I put the wrong finger up. That's what she said. But let's get into the show with the 3 transfer shocks. So, well, Man City, apparently, we might be getting the decision anytime soon, but it comes with a twist. Also, Manchester United have joined the race for Hugo Ekitike. Chelsea and Liverpool, are you worried? Are you really worried? Man United are in the race. We've got no money. We've got no Champions League football. We've got no fans. We have got fans. And also, third of all, Benjamin Sesko, Arsenal. Is it off? As reports from Portugal suggest that they put in a bid for Gyökeres. Also, Nico Williams could be on the move, but it's not to the bloody Premier League. What's going on? What's going on? So let's get into the show. Get involved with your comments, smash a like and subscribe. We're going to start off with a bit of breaking news, actually. Liverpool, Chelsea, Ekitike has gone really, really quiet for Arsenal now. So to United, Man United, but I think if I was an Arsenal fan, I wouldn't come and plays for Liverpool or Arsenal. Going to happen very, very soon. There was even some people reporting that it's going to be this week, I think, and entertainers. That's what I want to see. So Arsenal, get your bloody striker done and then move on to Nico Williams, because it looks like Rodrigo's staying now. It's interesting, though. Arsenal do want a winger. So where will Arsenal go for a winger if they don't get Nico Williams and Rodrigo stays? Interesting, interesting, interesting. And I tell you what's interesting as well. There's been numerous reports this week that the Manchester City court case 115, 130, whatever decision is going to happen very, very soon. There was even some people reporting that it's going to be this week. I think Stefan Borson was talking on TalkSport about it. Other people are saying it's coming in close. The feeling is that FIFA will not want it to happen before the Club World Cup. But why would the Premier League be bothered about FIFA? So
yeah, that's true, actually. The Premier League ain't going to care when this is released now. They don't give a shit about the Club World Cup.
I actually don't think it's going to happen this week, but I'm ready for it. I think we're all ready for it, and we're all bloody tired of it. I mean, they've just bought another player, haven't they, Nipan? I mean, they've got so many players that they've bought over the last 6 months.
What, Stefan Borson said the Premier League don't want to release it when City are at the Club World Cup? Is that what he said? Yeah.
Manchester City. And I just think it makes a mockery of the situation, because you look at how quickly they dealt with Forest and Everton, and with Man City, it's been going on for bloody ages. But you know what's really interesting about the Man City thing is 2 things here. One, even if we get a decision, the Premier League, if it goes for Man City, will probably appeal. Man City will appeal if it goes against them. And even
I don't think the Premier League appeal, personally. I'd be surprised. Bad PR. Brent Desisai got the most punchable face. That's what Stefan B said. So that's what he's saying, yeah. The Premier League don't want to release the outcome until City have finished in the Club World Cup. Why, though?
Even if it goes against Man City, this is only the finding. This isn't the sanction hearing.
He's not spoke about it. Why did Newcastle fans keep on saying he spoke about it? I literally brought the article up before. There was nothing in the article. Nothing in the article at all.
There is then another hearing after that about what the punishment is. So anybody who thinks Man City are starting the season in the Championship or with a massive points deduction, we could be another season off that, even if that happens. So I just think the whole thing is, it's such a shame. I said this at Christmas. Whatever the outcome of this, it will change football. And I think it already is changing football, because I think we all expected to have this resolved by now, even Man City fans, and it still lingers on. And it makes a mockery of the Premier League, I think, in the sense that we've got this asterisk next to a club going, did they cheat? Didn't they cheat? Will they get points deductions? Won't they get points deduction? Are they a genuine team to respect for the title race next year? Or are we just putting up with them? All these things are relevant, and it just needs resolving. And I've got to a point now where I have said it, and I'm just going to say it very, very clearly. Whatever the outcome on this is, there will be a big reaction. If Manchester City get found guilty...
Yeah, because people like you have been fucking speaking about it for the last 5 years, saying cheats. And everyone follows you. Everyone fucking listens to what you're saying, is a sheep, and just believes everything that you say.
Then they need to be dealt with properly. If Man City get found not guilty, then the Premier League have messed up a decade of this league. What they're accusing Man City of, amongst other things, is basically inflating
How have they messed up a decade of the league? How have they messed up a decade of the league if City get not guilty? How is that true at all? Why has the league been messed up for the last 10 years?
sponsorship deals to inflate revenue to buy players. So basically, third-party ownership will sponsor you £100 million when realistically a normal company would only give you £40 million. That goes into the club from third-party ownership. That inflates your revenue.
Bro, you spent £800 million and have won no trophies. Pipe down, bro. Come on. Know your place, bro. Get in a different lane.
Buy more players. That's not what happened specifically, but it's an example of the sort of thing that they've been accused of. If they've done that, then no one else has done it. Then they've massively, massively, massively benefited from something that everybody else hasn't done. And it makes a mockery of the Premier League's integrity over the last 10 years. So if they get done, then they need to be dealt with because it's not fair because everyone else didn't do it. On the other hand, if they don't get found guilty, the Premier League has got a case to answer, I think, for every other club from Arsenal to Newcastle, from Liverpool to Everton, in the sense that we've all abided by your rules. Man City didn't, and fair play to them, your rules weren't actually correct. So they've ignored your rules, exposed them, but in that time, they've broken those rules that weren't, valid, and they built a bloody monopoly.
So again, the guy is not saying that might not have done what we've been accused of, innit? Have I got that right, chat? We could potentially. So again, he's basically saying we've done what we've been alleged. That's what he's just said, innit? I've got that right in the chat. I've not misunderstood that. He's basically said we have cheated, but if we get found not guilty, we still cheated. It's just the Premier League didn't get us guilty. That's what he said, innit? Is that what he said? I'm not misunderstanding that, innit, chat? I'm not misunderstanding this. Yeah, so we're guilty, whatever. See the way he says it. See the way he says this sort of stuff. I said it to you so many times when I've done these videos, yeah? The way that he says these things, mate, yeah, he can never, I don't think he's ever said, if City get found not guilty, they are completely not guilty and they've not done what they're. It's always, this is why it pisses me off, yeah? This is why it pisses me off, because it's always, we have done what they've said, regardless of what's happened on the outcome, yeah? That's what I'm saying. He can't say. I don't think the guy's ever said, I wonder if City have actually just not done it. And it's mad, really, because as a City fan, yeah, I've never said we're innocent or guilty. I've never said it, yeah, because I don't know. I've not seen the evidence. I've not seen the report. Once the details are out, I'll read it, see what happens, and I'll make my opinions. I've said I don't know. What I've said is, I think we'll get not guilty because the club spent 300 million on a stadium and has spent 400 million in transfer windows. Why would you do that if you think you're going to get found guilty and kicked out of the league, right? I don't know whether we're guilty or not. I have no idea. But the way that it's worded, man, all the time is always like, if City get not guilty, we're still guilty. It's just that we didn't get punished. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I hope this guy never gets accused of a crime, man. You know what I mean? I hope this guy never gets accused of a crime, bro, because energy will be the same.
Whilst we've all been abiding by rules that weren't real. So I think it's really important to remember that there is an opportunity here for Manchester City to be found not guilty. And if they do...
Has this guy ever spoke about the likes of Chelsea or whatever, selling the women's club to themselves? Has he ever mentioned that?
People shouldn't focus on, oh, Man City got away with it, Man City got away with it. If they get off with it, it's because the Premier League rules weren't up to scrutiny.
Or we are innocent. Like, you're right, but you've also got to say, oh, they're actually innocent. You can't just say we are defo guilty, and if we get found not guilty, it's because the rules are shit. You've got to say, that, by the way, that could be a thing. We might have cheated, and we might get away with it because the rules are shit. But you've also got to say, or there actually could be innocent. We'll just leave out the most important one, that we actually could be innocent.
And more fool everybody else who abided by them, because Man City will have a 10-year head start. So look, I just want to know the answer. I really, really do. And but I hopefully that last minute or so amplifies the situation. It's not pro Man City. It's not against Man City.
It clearly is. It is. It is. It just is, though, isn't it? Because you've left out one of the most important outcomes And if you want to see an outcome that would shock it, yeah, that would be a crazy one. Where a club is innocent of all charges, yet has been hounded by the Premier League for years. Do you know what I'm saying, chat? I've said this all the time on the chat. Yeah, I am not someone who's going to sit here as a City fan and just be like, "We are defo innocent. This is because I don't know. I know some people do that. Cool. All I want and all I've ever said on this channel, and when I've spoken to it, is I just want to see balanced reporting. Yeah, balanced reporting from journalists. Yeah, and while this guy isn't a journalist, he is one of the most powerful fucking football people on this app, and people just go along with everything that he says because people are sheep these days and they can't fucking think for themselves. Do you know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is, whichever way this goes, it's huge. Either the Premier League massively messed up with rules that weren't right, or Man City basically cheated. One way or another amplifies the situation. It's not pro Man City. It's not against Man City. What I'm saying is, whichever way this goes, it's huge. Either the Premier League massively messed up with rules that weren't right, or Man City basically cheated.
Or we are innocent.
One way or another, it's huge. So we need to know the answer. We can't be left in limbo. Like, if Man City did it, okay. If Man City didn't do it and the Premier League messed up, okay. But we need to know. We can't keep operating in this grey area. It's bloody ridiculous. Get a bloody move on. Give us your comments. Let us know your thoughts. Make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe. I will speak to you on.
And this is what we've had to deal with, by the way, for the last, 4 or 5 years. And this is why City fans hate mainstream media. This is why City fans hate this guy. Yeah. Because it's never, ever fair reporting. It's never fair. It's never fair. Do you know what I'm saying? It's never fair reporting, bro. And this is what I'm saying, man. That's all I want to see. Yeah, I want to see fair reporting. I want to see, right, if City are guilty, and this is what they've done, this is the potential repercussions. If City are innocent, the Premier League needs to get cooked. Yeah, you never see that, man. It's a madness. It's a madness, man. Right, let me watch this. What's this 12-man video you're talking about, chat? Come on. All right, come on, Blessed. Big up to you, bro. Dan Potts video is funny. You have to do the Dan Potts video. What's this? What's this? You have to do the Dan Potts video. Oh, wait, I think I got it. Panel debate turns into row on Man City 115 charges. This one. Is it this one, chat? Yeah. I smashed these likes up as well, people. Come on, man. 1.1k people in the building. We're 15 likes away from 400. Smash these likes up, guys. Smash up the likes. And by the way, if you want to become a channel member, man, links in description and pinned comment. Shout out to all the channel members in the chat, man. Appreciate all the support, lads.
We're going to talk about Pep, right? Everyone loves Pep, and I get it. Why wouldn't
you? Love Sava in this video. Has everyone seen this? Sava was spitting. Am I the only person that's not seen this video? How are you guys all seen this video? I've not seen it. Well, let's watch it.
Yeah, right. They've had a disastrous season. Look how much money they've spent now. But now we'll talk about next year if City go on a mad one and we'll go, oh, Pep, yeah, he's amazing. No other manager within this thing has got what he's got. Look what they bought in January. Some of them probably won't even play next season. Absolute flops. And then he's gone again.
Who's a flop? Who's a flop? Just give me names, not paragraphs. Who's a flop? Who we bought that's a flop? Someone ask me. Someone tell me in the chat. Educate me, chat. Educate me. Who's a flop? Who's a flop, chat? Just give me names, man. I don't need paragraphs. Who we bought in January that's a flop? I don't know anyone that we bought in the January that's a flop. So that's straight away. How many errors in this? Yeah, someone keep tally. Yeah, someone keep tally of how many errors are in this video, chat. Yeah,
and we'll still buy more, but everyone will go, see, that's Pep, man. He's a winner.
Yeah, but Joe, that's what you have to do.
No,
if you want to win a league, you've got to utilize every window.
Which other clubs are doing that? Which other clubs are doing
that? Quite a few in it. Arsenal bought Havertz, playing as Arsenal bought Jesus for £50 million. Yeah. Then they bought Havertz to play as a striker, and now they're going to go and buy another striker. So in the last 4 years, they bought 3 players to play as striker. Yeah, they're 50 million, 65 million, and now they're going to go and do another 60, 70 million on a striker. Chat, am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm right. I'm right.
Chelsea.
Everyone's doing that.
I mean,
Probably.
the only time Cahill won the league. So
Hang on. If you look how much Man City have spent, right? If you take out
Go on then.
this window and the last window, in the last 5 years, Spurs have spent more money than Man City.
No, but this
Chelsea
is my
have.
point.
Arsenal have.
My point, Saver, is he had the squad. He's had one bad season. Then they go, fuck this, we're not having this. There's fucking
Yeah, they
500.
But is that not what clubs are meant to do when clubs have bad season? Also, all our players are old. What are meant to do?
Yeah, but Joe, that's the archetypal rebuild, right? This is the thing. You can shake their head. This is a rebuild.
What I'm saying is, though, that 5 years where they haven't spent out, my point is, Arsenal are now at that stage. They have got a core nucleus now. With that,
yeah, but the difference. The difference.
And we had to
different.
rebuild over many years. They
Thank you.
literally
This is my point.
2 windows rebuilt.
but that's not true though.
I'm not understanding the point there at all. So Arsenal have built a team in 5 years, haven't won anything. I'm sorry, I'm completely missing the point here from Joe. And I like Joe. Joe's sound, but I don't understand what his point is. I'm completely missing the point here.
January summer
Man City have been rebuilding from a few years ago. That's why
January summer rebuilt. Is it like
They've been rebuilding from a few years ago.
they've literally rebuilt their midfield and attack.
Yeah.
Two windows.
And as much as we think it's done,
that's not true. That's not true.
It's not. No, for one, that's not true,
Sorry,
Sam.
it's
They've been
not true.
rebuilding for about 2 years, actually.
Yeah,
Yes, they still perform. They've been better than the rest, but they've not been near the levels they were at 4 years ago. They've been actually regressing for a while. But they've just not.
That's fine. That's also true.
Okay, 2 years ago, who did they sign to signify this
Yeah,
rebuild?
exactly.
Hang on, I'll go through it.
Doku was signed to replace Sterling. I need to get the transfers up. Let me get the transfers up, I'll tell you. All transfers, Man City. So 2 years, yeah? So we're talking what? The 2024 year? So we bought Gavardio to replace Laporte. We brought in Doku to replace Sterling. And then we brought in Kovacic, who was a bit of a squad rotational player. And then we brought in Nunes, I guess, who was the Gundogan replacement, right? So yeah, we have.
I'll go through it then.
That was 2 years ago.
And hooks. This is the problem.
Wait, but just quickly, sorry, before you go, Sava, before you go, I just want everyone to understand, signing players in a transfer window is not rebuilding. Like, there has to be a core idea behind why you're buying. Like,
sorry, I'm fucking seeing flying pigs. What's he talking about, bro? Signing players is not rebuilding. What? Hooks, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
rebuild is intentional. It's not like, oh yeah, we're signing players in the transfer window. That means we're rebuilding, because every team doesn't rebuild every transfer window. Like,
Yeah, you've got a point there, Hooks, because they let their age profile get too old in midfield.
like Man City have openly, these last 2 windows have shown us that they're openly admitting that they've.
Yeah, but you're saying the rebuild is
last
done.
summer. They effed up last summer by not choosing to rebuild
Sure,
them.
let me
rebuild them. So
again, a rebuild isn't done in 2 windows. A rebuild isn't done in 2 windows. You can.
For City, it is, bro.
Hang on. Can I just get one sentence in? Like,
Go on, yeah.
right. But when you look at the team that's going to be playing next year, Vardio is going to be a massive part of that. He wasn't bought in the last 2 windows. Diaz is going to be a massive part of that. Wasn't bought in the last 2 windows, right? Rodri wasn't in the last 2 windows. Doku wasn't in the last 2 windows. Bob has come through the youth team. Hang on. Haaland wasn't bought in the last 2 windows. So what they're actually doing, when we're saying a rebuild, what they're doing is all of the players, you can look confused all you want. This is really basic. What they're doing is all of the older players that are moving on are being replaced. So when you look at now, Bernardo Silva coming to
Facts. This is just facts. Players get old. Players need to leave because they're old and can't run anymore. So we need to buy new players. Is that now a bad thing? City are not allowed to buy players to replace old players. Okay, new rule that I didn't realize.
hang on. Hooks, let me talk, man. Right? Yep, but they're not.
Go on,
they're
Sam.
not, they're not replacing their entire 11 in one window. They're building around the squad players that are leaving, right? They brought in Marmoush, who will be replacing players that have gone. De Bruyne has gone. They're bringing in Cherky. But they've still got Foden, who's been there. They've still got Doku, who's been there for years. Haaland, who's been there for years. Right? Rodri's still there. Gundogan's still there. Right? Diaz is still there. So what they're doing is all the players that have gone out, they're just filling them in. They're just filling them in, aren't
Why is it so hard to understand, isn't it? Why is Sava the only one here? Why has Hook's got his head in his hands? Like, this is super simple. Players leave. We need to buy players to replace them.
they? With Turkey, is replacing De Bruyne, essentially. Right? If you look at left back, right, Vardiol is going to shift into centre half, which is what Pep said last year. Vardiol is going to shift into centre half next season. So ain't Nouri's going into the left back position that they've had problems with for a few years.
We're not allowed to buy left back.
I don't see anything wrong with what they're doing. They're doing what big clubs should do. You have some holes in your team, you plug them. The difference is Arsenal haven't done it. Yeah. Liverpool until this year have not done it. Yeah. City are doing it, and everyone's got a problem with them doing it. I don't see the issues.
Big up Sava, man. Big up Sava. Come on, Trey. Big up to you as well, man. Nah, it's weird, isn't it, bro? It's weird.
They spent like nearly 180, 190 million in January.
175, right? So 175.
Can any clubs? Obviously, we can't, right? But can you write off a signing of Nico Gonzalez? Can you write off a?
We've not wrote off Gonzalez. Why is he saying we're writing off Gonzalez? Where's he getting this from? Why is he writing off Nico Gonzalez? And Arsenal have got Jesus 50 million quid, and they've wrote him off. They've got Havertz 65 million quid, and they're writing him off because they're buying another striker.
Cousin of
Who said they've written him off?
Well, we'll see how much they clear next season, won't we?
No. Okay, yeah, but Joe, again, this is what I mean, right? This is where fans get emotional, right? Who's written him off? You as a fan can say he's written off. Pep Guardiola, how many times over the years
why is he writing off Nico Gonzalez for? Nico Gonzalez has been written off. Why? Why? He started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games in the Premier League out of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He started 9 out of 14. And in 2 of those other games, he come off the bench. So why is he getting him wrote off?
All notice when Pep brings players in,
why is he writing off Huzanov? Not most City fans, but a lot of City fans want Huzanov to be our starting centre back next season. I do.
They are the best ones, like Haaland and De Bruyne. How many times you see Pep Guardiola slowly but surely introduce a player into that team for the first year? Right?
That's also facts. Also facts. How many times do we sign a player and in the first year, Pep slows them in? Did it with Mahrez? Did it with Sane? Did it with Sterling? Well, actually, Sterling was Pellegrini, actually. But there's a lot of players, a lot of evidence.
I don't think a rebuild constitutes having to rebuild a starting 11 or 11 players.
No.
I think, for example, Liverpool, after we lost Henderson, Fabinho, etc., we had to have a rebuild. We had to rebuild the midfield. But Virgil van Dijk, Robertson, Konate, Alisson, Salah, they all still played. So when we say rebuild, we're not saying you strip and rip everything out and literally buy another fresh set of players. But City are having a rebuild. The fact they're buying a left back, another forward, 2 centre backs in January, midfielders, that's a rebuild, bro. Because
3 midfielders,
because they're having to get rid of players to then build new players into the squad. In the same way,
that's what I said.
If my conservatory
the same thing.
No, but if my conservatory falls down, I've still got the house, but I've got to rebuild this conservatory, right? It's the same thing City are doing. So they've lost, or they're losing players. Therefore, they're having to rebuild. I think.
What's the again? Sorry, chat. I don't know if I'm I had a few drinks last night and a couple rum and cokes and that. So maybe I don't get what the point is. Again, I'm really not understanding the point here, chat. Sorry.
Joe, correct me if I'm wrong here. I think what Joe's saying is, apart from City in the Premier League, no other team has the ability to rebuild in 2 windows, whereas City have. City have got that.
They just choose not.
That's all. Yeah, that's also not true. That's just factually not correct. Factually not correct. Arsenal could go out and spend 250, 300 million this summer if they wanted to. So could Liverpool. Liverpool are spending. Did you see the full transfer fee on Wirtz? It's going to cost them £40 million a year on PSR amortization. Ali, bro, I don't understand how anybody can think that Arsenal can't go out and spend. Yeah, because your owners decided not to, and instead of calling your owners out, you're there going, "Oh, FSG." Any club can spend 250 million if you're in the Champions League, bro, because you're owned by billionaires and you've got all the revenues. They choose not to do it. They choose not to. If you want to be an FSG defender, Ali, by all means, be that guy. But your club decides not to spend. Nah, Red Gorilla, it's been fully broken down with everything. It's 40 million. But good, you should be spending 40 million. Liverpool are a big club. They should be spending 40 million. What are fans' obsessions with, oh, we don't spend money. We don't spend money. What? Why do fans do that? Why do fans do that? Why are some fans so gassed about not spending money? Oh, we don't spend any money. And who gives a shit? I'd rather win trophies. Weird.
No, Saba, we don't because we try and play by the rules where City don't. I think that's pretty obvious. And
Okay,
City fans will
Chelsea.
call me out on that.
Okay. So how much money do Chelsea spend? Do Man United spend? Do Arsenal spend?
But that's
Do
not a
Spurs
rebuild.
spend?
That's the future proof of Chelsea.
Forget the word
but
rebuild.
hold on,
The word
Saba,
rebuild is
Saba,
taking over everything here.
No,
right?
but Saba, the other clubs don't have 100 and however many charges hanging over their heads. The other clubs don't materialize.
That's what I'm talking about.
But that is the primal reason why they're able to do the rebuild. Saba, if I lent you 100 million
Sure,
pounds,
but again, I didn't think about.
let me land one sec.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Saba, let me land one sec. If I lend you 100 million pounds and say go and do what you want with it, you haven't made that money, have you? I've given you that money. If I say to you, Saba, no, wait, Saba.
I don't know where we're going with this. You're looking at the wrong person.
Let him land.
No, I'm saying when we're saying that no other club can do a legitimate rebuild like Man City in this short period of time,
That's a lie. That's just a factual lie. It's a lie. Why can't they? Why can't they? In fact, let's prove this, yeah? Let's fucking prove this, chat, yeah? Let's prove this. This is a lie, chat. Out and out lie, yeah? How much have City spent so far? 175, 275, yeah? So we spent 275. Right? Tottenham Hotspur last year, yeah? Tottenham Hotspur. Have they ever spent 275? Let's have a look. I don't know. I'm going to check. But I'm telling you now, these clubs have spent close to that. Last year, 175 million euros. The year before that, 272 million euros. The year before that, 179 million euros. The year before that, 100 million euros. The year before that, 150 million euros. It's a lie. It's just a blatant lie.
we're saying because the other clubs are sticking to rule books. Newcastle, the richest club in the league, bro. Newcastle ain't spend money like Man City.
Liverpool. Yeah, because PSR is a lot of fucking bollocks that prevents teams from spending money and protects the elite clubs. The difference is now Manchester City have managed to get ourselves in the elite status when it comes to finances with the cash. Yeah. And that's the truth. PSR is a lot of bollocks. Yeah. And anybody that thinks it's good is for me is just crazy, man. It's horrendous. It's horrendous. It protects the elite clubs. Teams like Aston Villa, teams like Newcastle are hindered. Newcastle should be way further down the line. So should Aston Villa, man. It's crazy.
Oh, has City been charged?
Come on, Saba, bro. Like,
no, Callum. Okay, no, let me come back at you now, right? You want to sit there? No. Callum, you want to sit there and give me all these hypotheticals?
It's not hypotheticals, bro.
Hang on. You want to sit there and give me all these hypotheticals? If my conservatory falls down, if I lend you money,
I'm asking. They're facts. I'm asking. Right, Saba, sorry, before you land, Saba, really quick. One question, Saba, before you land. Really quick. Are Man City a bigger club than Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona? Are they a bigger club?
No.
So why have they got the biggest sponsorship deals?
But I've not mentioned that, right? You're sitting here and sure you are, but you're going at me with that. I never said any of this. I'm trying
to prove my point, but you're not hearing my point, bro.
Callum, I'm hearing your point, but you gave me a lot of hypotheticals, so I'm going to sit there and say to you,
my original point, bro.
I'm going to sit there and say to you, have Man City been charged with a 115?
Yes, they have been charged.
Yeah, they've been charged.
They've been charged, yeah? And they're still allowed to spend money, yeah?
Well, yes.
Okay, so if they're allowed to spend money, what's everyone's problem? Because when Man City aren't spending money in transfer windows, no one's saying anything. Everyone last year was going, oh, Man City have had a shit transfer and not done anything. So then when they bulk that money into 2 transfer windows, everyone's thinking, oh, who else can do that? Look how much money Man United has.
That's the point. That's the point.
Yeah, but hang on a minute. Yeah, what's this that you sent me, Lewis? Yeah, what's this, bro? What is this, bro? Yeah, you want to? Yeah, this is fucking great. Look at this chat. Yeah, you might be able to see this because it's. Let me zoom in. Yeah, this is how much money Manchester City have spent in the last 5 years. Is it, Lewis? You in the chat? Is this the last 5 years? Yeah, this is what Manchester City have spent in the last 5 years. Yeah, 699 million. How much have we made on player sales? 700. This is before the last 2 windows. Cool. 769 million. This is before the last 2 windows. So we have profit. We've made a 70 million pound profit in the last 5 years on player transfers, yeah? Before these 2 windows. We've spent so far 175, call it 300 million in the last 2 windows, yeah? So take 75 off that. Then take off 25 for McAtee. Take off another 25 for Perone. Take off by the way, the wage bill this summer is going to get absolutely slashed big time because we're losing Grealish on 300 grand a week, Bernardo on 300 grand a week, Kevin De Bruyne on 400 grand a week, Kyle Walker on 200 grand a week. Our wage bill is going to come down this year.
That's the point. That's what we're talking about.
That's talk, come on.
No, because we're not doing this. Yeah, we're not doing this because you started talking about they've been rebuilding from 2 years ago. No, they haven't. They spent.
If you actually listen to what I said, Hooks,
okay,
cool. A rebuild isn't just when you sign 7 or 8 players, right? When we're talking about,
I know this. I said it's intentional, which is why I said signing Haaland doesn't signify a rebuild. Signing Doku doesn't signify a rebuild. So what are we doing?
But what does that? So then, what does the word? So what does the word So basically, the word rebuild can mean whatever any particular fan wants it to mean. The way I see it,
you signed Nico Gonzalez. Yeah, but they signed Nico Gonzalez for 60 million in January, and have now just bought Reinders, Turkey. Still have Gundogan. Still have all these.
He's doing the thing. Where they all gonna play? Yeah, bro. Tijani Reinders is replacing Ilkay Gundogan. Yeah, Nico Gonzalez is going to be in there as well. Gundogan's leaving. Bernardo Silva is leaving. Are we not allowed? Are we the only club in the country that's not allowed to buy players when players leave? I don't get it. Why are we not allowed to play? Why do we get cooked for buying players? Why do we do that? We're the only club that can buy players to replace players. They bought Turkey. Yes. To replace the greatest player that's ever played for this football club. Are we not allowed to do that either? We got to let Kevin De Bruyne leave and just be like, sorry, lads, we're not allowed to buy anyone. Why are we not allowed to buy players to replace players? It's crazy.
Players, it's because he had a poor season. It's because he had a poor season. He's gone, fuck this money. Mooch. No one else can do that.
No, it's because we're losing players, Joe. KDB's going. Gundogan's going. Bernardo's going. Grealish is going. Walker's going. Fucking hell, man. We're not allowed to buy players to replace players.
Otherwise,
but they can. Chelsea kind of do it every year. Chelsea spend a shed load of money every year. Man United, hang on. You said no one else can do it. Man United, let me prove you're wrong then, Joe. Because if we're going to talk facts, have the facts in front of you. Man United last year spent 240 million. Someone in the chat will tell me I'm wrong. 230, 240. Man United this year have already spent 60. They're bidding another 65. They're already bidding another 65 for Mbeumo.
Yeah, I've seen it, Jace. Cheers, man.
They're bidding £100 million for Ekatike. So Man United are about to have 2 summer transfer windows in a row where they smash £200 million.
And who do Man United have to sell, Sava?
Exactly.
Hang on, right? But Man City sell. Callum, Man City sell a lot. They sell loads. So what's the problem? So if when Man City do it, everyone's got a massive problem. Chelsea do the same thing every year. Sell loads, buy loads. United, sell loads.
W Sava in the chat, man.
Buy loads, right? When City do it, everyone's got a problem with it.
No one's got a problem with it. The problem is with the charges still withstanding and it's being dragged out. That's the problem with it. If City want to go and spend the money,
we're not allowed to buy. We're not allowed to buy anyone until the charges are done. That's up to the Premier League. So we're not allowed to buy anyone. What?
Cool. But let's find out if they're doing it legally.
Okay, but then that's
definitely not coming from you, Wolfie. That's
the powers that be need to then say that they can't spend. Right? If the powers that be are letting them spend, we can all sit here and be annoyed about it, but they're letting it happen. If the powers that be say it happen, then it's not wrong, is it?
So
No.
because they've not been charged, we just shut up and let it go, yeah?
Yes.
No,
Yes, Callum. That's how it works, bro. If we're guilty, we'll take our punishment. But you can't just start fucking saying you are innocent now because you're innocent until proven guilty. However, you've got all these fucking rules against you. That's not how it works, bro. That's not how it works. If we're guilty, we'll get punished. And then we get punished, we get a transfer ban, we get points deduction, we get kicked out of the league, whatever. Yeah? If we're guilty, if we get found guilty. But until then, you can't start fucking punishing us until we got the guilty verdict.
no one said that. But you guys, you
I'm
just said to me they
asking-
have
I'm
been charged. You said
No,
they have
I'm
been.
asking you the question because I don't get what the outcome from this debate is that you want, bro. Because
I didn't want any outcome from the debate.
Bro,
You started
Saba
bringing in
Saba didn't want anything. Saba was just saying they're getting rid of players. They need to buy new players.
charges and shit. I'm just responding to it. I was talking about Man City for years, for me, have needed to bring in younger players to replace the older players.
Facts.
They messed up last season,
Facts.
but now you are going to see players that have been bought for previous seasons now take a much bigger role. As I said, Vardiol was bought a few years back. He's
So
going to
if
shift
they're-
into centre
if
half.
they're replacing all these older players with younger players, is that not a rebuild?
I didn't say it wasn't a rebuild.
Well, again, I'm sorry, chat. I'm really struggling. Are we not allowed to rebuild the squad? Are we not allowed to do that?
But a rebuild, all I said was it doesn't happen in 2 windows. They're not changing a 25-man squad in 2 transfer windows.
That's not a rebuild, bro. That's an
one's
overhaul.
doing that,
No one ever does that. It's impossible
No
to
one
do.
ever
Well, Forest
So,
did.
so
Forest.
my meaning of the
Forest
word
did it.
rebuild versus
That
your
was
meaning.
an
of the word
overhaul.
rebuild. So that's
I
what this
think
is.
what
It's
we're-
your meaning of the word rebuild versus my meaning of the word rebuild. That's what this
Yeah, I
is.
think
Yeah,
what we're
basically,
doing, what we're doing here
Leeds
is, I
United
think,
is staying up. That's
We're just
what
going around in circles. That's
I don't really get it. Are we not allowed to buy players then, chat? I'm sorry, I'm really struggling here. Are we not allowed to buy players to replace players? Is that basically what they're saying? We're not allowed to buy players to replace players. Is that what they're
what we're
saying?
doing, Dan.
I just don't get it. They're not the biggest spenders, and everyone
I'm
hates
trying
them.
to
They're not
work
the
out,
biggest spenders.
I was trying to work out where we were going with this. We are going to and
This
fro.
is Joe's fault. He started it.
Yeah, Joe. Nah, look,
Nah, Bob, I went at Chelsea for buying bad players. There's a clear difference. I think Chelsea have wasted money, which is you can't argue with me because you spent 1.5 billion quid and you've won a Conference League. I don't have a problem with Chelsea buying or spending 1.5 billion. I have a problem with them spending it shit, which you can't
I think
argue with.
what you're saying. Look, Manchester City. This is where what I will say to end this before we close, right, is because I've always had this comparison with Pep and Sir Alex Ferguson, and when Sir Alex Ferguson's tools were blunt, as much as I hated going to war with him,
He went and bought Robin van Persie for 32 million and won the league. Yeah? Facts or no facts, chat? Chat, facts or no facts? When his tools were blunt in 2012 and he lost the league on the last day of the season, what did he do? He went to Arsenal, bought one of the most informed strikers in Europe in Robin van Persie for 30-odd million and then won the league. That's what he's going to say now. Watch. Listen to Potsy now. He's going to say that. He's going to say he went and bought Van Persie. Watch.
he used to get Man United across the line and drag them across the line. Pep just says, "Give
Oh, fucking hell, Potsy. Oh, that's mad, isn't it? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Fair. Smart. Oh, fucking hell. That's a mad one. I can't lie. That's crazy, chat, yeah? Yeah, how many times did he break the British transfer record? 6 times? 6 times? Crazy.
give me more money." And as much as I do believe if you had the best squad, and I said this 11 is the
This myth again about Fergie not spending money is just hilarious. And again, I have no problem with him spending money because that's the aim of the game. Spend money, get the best players in. But don't act like he didn't spend money. He broke the British transfer record like 5 or 6 times or whatever. Oh, yeah, he also bought Carrick and Berbatov from Spurs, 2 of their best players. He went to Everton and got Rooney, you know, the best British player that there was in the country right then. Yeah, tried to sign Shearer. Yeah, tried to sign Gaza. Yeah, it's what went to Leeds and got, well, how much did he get Ferdinand for, chat? Broke the record. What was it, 30 million quid? Yeah, was it 30 million quid?
best 11 in the world. Who I'd want to manage it? It would be Pep Guardiola. If I said I want this manager to get the best and the last drop out of this team, I ain't giving it to Pep. I'm giving it to Sir Alex Ferguson. Those are 2 differences for me. When your tools were blunt, Sir Alex Ferguson will drag you across the line. Because people all try to compare it and say, oh, yeah, but, you know, the tools were blunt. Yeah, the tools were blunt in 2013 and Manchester United won the league. Yes, they had...
He went and bought Robin van Persie. He went and bought Van Persie.
Robin van Persie and Rooney, but don't...
Oh, don't mention that. We're not. Oh my God! You see, it's crazy, man. Oh, that's wild. The tools were blunt. Yes, he had Robin van Persie. Oh, just Robin van Persie. Just Robin van Persie, chat. just Robin Van Persie. He had Robin Van Persie as a striker and Rooney, and just Rooney.
Man City still have Haaland and Foden. So I look at Phil Jones and Chris Smalling at the back, and Darren Fletcher and an aging Carrick, Scholes and Giggs getting across the line, and Manchester City having an aging Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo, and Gundogan, and it being absolute chalk.
And let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question. What do you think Ferguson would have done in the summer of 2013 had he not resigned from Man United? Let me ask you that. Let me ask you that. Let me ask you that. There's a reason why people say Fergie left them in the shit, because he knew that squad was shit, and he would have rebuilt that squad. So then would we have been cooking him? Would we have been cooking him? It's crazy work, man.
And cheese. And let me be real, that was probably a more competitive Premier League back then when Sir Alex Ferguson had Wenger's and Mourinho's and all these guys.
It wasn't in 2013. The 2013 year was dead.
That he was going with. So for me, I think Sir Alex Ferguson just leaves everyone dead in the water when it comes to Premier League management.
Man, isn't it about spending the money better though? This is for me in the last.
And you can have that opinion if you want that Fergie's better than Pep. I don't really care. But again, you can't say that he didn't spend money because that's just a lie. You can't also say that he never bought anyone and all that kind of shit. In 2012, he lost out on the title and he went and bought Robin Van Persie.
5-10 years, the one thing that Man City do better than all the other clubs is they spend their money better.
That's true. No arguments.
Yeah, this is the difference. If you actually look over what this is the thing, if you actually look over what all of these clubs have spent over the last decade, I'm going to chuck Spurs in there, right? Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, all the big six, you know what I mean, right?
I would argue that I'd argue we've spent just as well as Man City. We just haven't had as much to spend.
No, I understand that. My point is that Man City do more often than not spend it very, very well. Like if you actually look at what they spent this summer, £110 million on 8 Nuri, Cherki and Reinders, and you've got people going Sesko and Ekatike are £100 million. That's bloody good in the transfer market.
Legends, Wolfie, legend.
That's really good of them in the transfer market. So I know we can hate them, but again, what Pep hasn't done, none of the 3 players he's gone and bought are top world class at the top of their game.
Look at this chat. Chat, look at this, yeah? This is a big up Blue City Brain, yeah? Really good account on Twitter, yeah, for like money and shit. Yeah, look at this. This is net spend between 2021 and 2026. Manchester City's net spend between 2021 and 2026, 114 million. Chelsea's 800, United 600, Tottenham 400. Yeah, Arsenal 400. Bob, why am I disingenuous, bro? Please tell me why am I disingenuous? You're a Chelsea fan. I don't get why you're getting vexed about this. Why, bro? I'm literally showing you this. Yeah, £800 million you spent in net spend. Why as a Chelsea fan are you getting angry with something that I'm saying? What are you getting angry with? Do you disagree? Do you disagree? You spent £500 million in January. We spent £500 million in January. Okay, does someone want to explain maths to Bob? Obviously, it's not his strongest point. Someone do me a favor and explain maths. Yeah? Someone please explain maths to this guy. £500 million in January. Could someone explain maths to Bob? Bob don't get it, man. Bob, what's going on, pal? What's going on, mate? £500 million in January. You think we spent £500 million in January? Bob, man. Also, why are these fans arguing at me for I stick up for Chelsea, bro. But you don't like it because I'm attacking the people upstairs. All I ever say about Chelsea is that it is a crime that Chelsea have spent £1.5 billion on this squad and have the squad that they do. Now, if you think that I'm being harsh, yeah, on Chelsea there, whatever. But you spent 1.5 billion, you scraped in the top 5 and won a Conference League. And you still need bare players. If you're a Chelsea fan and you think the 1.5 billion has been spent well, fair enough. I question your sanity if that's the case. But that's just wild. It's wild, man. Yeah, again, City are just the only club in again, we've done it now. ESPN, where are they going to play? Where are they going to play? Where are they going to play? We're the only football club in this league, yeah, that can spend money and have it questioned in terms of where a player is going to play, Why are they spending money on this? Why are they buying players? It's crazy, mate. It's wild. It's actually insane. Look at how much. No, we spent $500 million. You said we spent $500 million in January, bro. So I believe you. We spent $500 million. We spent $500 million in January. Now you're right. You're right. You're right. We spent $500 million, man. We spent £500 million in January. I get it. I get it. No, you're right, man. It's my maths. My maths are out, bro. I'm not being, I don't do any maths learning or whatever. You must be right. It's 500. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. It's actually insane. Nah, I know. I shouldn't. It's probably rage bait, man. What this is telling me is that we are so back. Oh, it is, man. It is. This is what we want. We want to be hearing these arguments. We want to be seeing these ESPN videos. We want to see these Football 12-man podcast clips, man, because this means, chat, that we are well and truly back, guys. Yeah, we are back. Because when these videos come out, yeah, that means that Manchester City are doing what we should be doing. That is the facts. And it annoys me, yeah, but at the same time, it's good. I have to remind myself that. I'm big up to the people in the chat that remind me, innit? Because whilst it is frustrating that we have to watch these things and listen to these horrendous takes, it does mean that we are back, because we were not hearing these takes in the summer when we spent 20 million quid on Savio and Gundogan. That's it. Yeah. When we had the L summer, no one speaks about this. Yeah. When we're doing what we should be doing, this is what we have to put up with. And, it's annoying, but at the same time, it's a positive, chat. It is a positive. We've got them rattled, bro. We've got them rattled. 100%. 100%. Just a reminder, chat, yeah, that in the last 6 years, Manchester City have sold the second highest amount of players in terms of value of any football club in the world, second only to Benfica, which is highly influenced by Enzo Fernandez and João Felix. You know what I mean? We generate pure money on our sales of the academy players, yeah, and that's why we can spend the money. That's why. That is why. LB, these other teams' fans be hated because their club don't spend to compete consistently like we have. Let's keep it up. 100%, says Trey. Bro, this is facts. This is an excuse. Because fans of some clubs don't want to question their own football club. They just look at City. All these football clubs are owned by billionaires. Chelsea have spent 1.5 billion in the last 5 or 6 years. Yeah. Liverpool are owned by FSG, billionaire owners. Arsenal are owned by the Kroenkes, billionaires. Yeah, one of the biggest clubs in the world. All these football clubs are able to spend the money if they choose to. They choose not to spend it because they don't want to win. Now, Liverpool now are finally spending some money, which obviously for Liverpool fans, they should be buzzing about. They should be buzzing about. And when people say, oh, you're spending way too much money on Verts, they should just go, don't give a shit. Who cares? Who cares? But Arsenal are not serious, man. Spent 70 million last year and then nothing in the January. You know what I'm saying? MCFC, the only team aim to win every trophy, 60 plus match to play, says Farhad. Bro, this is facts. We want to win. Karl wants to win. That's why in the end of season interview, he come out and said it was a bad season, because it was a bad season because he wants to win trophies. That's it. That's the aim of the game, is to win trophies. And Karl gets it. The Karl gets it, mate. 100%. Callum knows what's coming next season as a Liverpool fan. Lol. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Crazy. So if they sell Nunes, are they going to go and buy striker as well? Because they've just spent 120 million on Verts. They spent 30 on Frimpong. They're spending 40 on Kirkes, and then they're going to go buy striker. But we're the only club in the league that can do that, guys. We're the only club in the league that can do that, even though they're going to go and spend over 250 million, 200 million this summer and rebuild the squad in one summer. But we're the only club that can do that. Again, instead of fans, yeah, getting on their knees and being so happy that their club doesn't spend any money and wins nothing, clubs should be demanding that their owners spend money. Yeah, Liverpool fans should be out here saying, I want more. I want more. Don't just want Verts. Don't just want Frimpong. I want Kirkes on top. I want a striker on top. I want a new winger on top. They should be demanding it. But you get some people out here saying, oh, no, I don't want to spend any more money. Why? It's not your money, mate. You're never going to see it. Crazy, mate. Crazy. Deluded Potsy unfair. Fergie had Howard Webb, says Real McCoy. Bro, the referee conversations, man, are conversations that people don't want to have, mate. But again, Ferguson spent a lot of money. Go and have a look at some of the signings he made back in the early 2000s. And remember, that's 25 years ago. Imagine how much those players would cost in today's market. Yeah? And I say it again, I have no problem with him spending the money or United spending the money back then because they won. And ultimately, that's the aim of the game. Yeah, but let's not rewrite history and pretend this guy didn't win money. He spent loads of money. And he spent it well on the whole. But that's what you've got to do. That's why Liverpool are going spending £120 million on Wirtz, man. It's because you've got to pay the money to get the best players. Yeah, go and have a look. Go and have a look how much they signed. Who was it? They signed like £9 million back in like 1995. Who was it? Was it York? How much did they sign York for back in like 1995 or whatever it was? It was like £9 million back in 1995. You know how much money that'd be worth in today's money? Do the calculations, bro. It's a madness. So happy to see your success. Oh, hey, big up Craig, man. Now you have been. I remember you back from the City Extra days, man. Now, hopefully you're keeping well, Craig. Big up for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Big up to PLS, says spending 1.5 billion and needing to spend players is crazy. Oh, I'm just a hater on Chelsea, though, apparently, bro. I just hate Chelsea. I'm not allowed to say anything about the money that they spend. It's wild. That's all they ever say, bro. That's literally all I ever say. It says they spent 1.5 billion. They spent it horrifically. That's it. But apparently some Chelsea fans have a problem with me saying that. It's crazy, bro. It's actually wild. Have you forgotten the rule that says if your club doesn't spend money, don't question the ownership instead to cry about City? Bro, Suvic, man. It's all City, innit? Blame City for everything. City's fault, City's fault, City's fault, City's fault. It's actually wild. If you want to build sustained success, chat, you have to spend money. Yeah? That's crazy. That is crazy. Yes, John, good, man. I'm good. These videos have got me hyped, man. I can't lie. I'm loving these videos at the moment. I'm loving disproving it and arguing. It's crazy, mate. It's actually wild. But we'll just keep rattling. We'll keep rattling. We'll keep rattling and we'll keep winning. And we'll win and we'll win and we'll win again. It's all about winning, man. It's all about winning. Why are the Chelsea fans talking to us about spending when they waste money every window? They wanted 60 million on Felix. Bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. That's all I ever say, mate. Yeah, they're just jealous, man. They're all jealous. And they're all pretending like they can't spend the money when they can. They're scared that City is back because they don't have any other topic to point this out. Facts, because they're looking at their dead clubs going, what the hell's going on, man? Why are they not spending money? You know, eventually Liverpool will finally join and start to spend money. Yeah, doing what they should be doing. Liverpool are now doing what they should be doing and spending money. Yeah, that's what they should be doing. That's how it should be, man. They're big clubs. What, you just want your owners to make money and do what? Take dividends out? Well, what's the whole point of making money if you're not going to spend it? You always go on about, yeah, how City are not a big club and how Liverpool and Arsenal and United and Chelsea are all massive clubs and bigger than City, right? Spend your money then. Why did Liverpool spend nothing in the summer? Why did Arsenal spend only 70 million? But it's our fault. How about look at your own owners, yeah, and question why they're not spending money, milking you for money, yeah, on subscriptions, tickets, merch, and they're not spending the money. How about that? How about that? You know? Yeah, it's crazy, chat. LB, why do I prefer cover over Gundo? Because Gundogan's 35 years old in October. Simple. Savinho only cost 20 million. Mark Club won at sold. Yeah, he only cost 20 million, man. Facts. Facts. Yeah, man, that's 100% money I made to be gained, spent, and it'll come in an economic cycle. Otherwise, just trade cows for bit. Oh, facts, bro. 100%, innit? Be a farmer or something, man. You know what I'm saying? What the hell's going on here? LB, are you confident with the Club World Cup tomorrow? When does City play? It's Wednesday. I see a lot of people saying City play tomorrow. They don't. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. We play on Wednesday. Because you spent 200 million euros in January. It didn't help. It did help, though. We could qualify for the Champions League. Yeah. We ended up getting to an FA Cup final. Granted, we didn't win anything. But if anybody thinks that City did not improve after our January signings, then you're either being disingenuous or you didn't watch Manchester City pre and post January. Because every single City fan in this chat who watched Manchester City before the January transfer window and watched City after the January transfer window will know that we massively improved. Massively improved. Bro, we was getting beat off everybody before January. After January, the only teams that beat us were Real Madrid, Forest, who at the time were above us in the league, Arsenal and Liverpool. That's it. They're the only teams that beat us, and then Palace in the final. They're the only teams that beat us. Yeah? The only team that beat us below us was Palace in the final since January. That's it. Before January, we was getting beat off everybody, bro. Everybody. Crazy, mate. LB, the only thing behind the hate is jealousy. It's jealousy, bro. They're just jealous, innit? They're jealous because they know that we're back. They know we're back, and they know it. They know it. They know it, man. They know we're back. You know what I mean? Arsenal fans are looking at themselves being linked with players like Sesko. Yeah, I mean, well, we're buying like fucking ballers like Tijani Reinders and fucking Cherky. Yeah, and Liverpool are making good signings. Yeah, Liverpool are making good signings, but they know it's going to be tough to retain the league. They could retain the league because they're signing good players, but they know it's going to be tough. They wanted to walk it again. It's crazy, mate. Crazy. Yo, come on, Jack, man. Big up to you, bro. Long time viewer. Big up. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yo, come on, Owain. It's a madness chat, honestly. It's crazy work, man. Saw Liverpool, what, Osimhen? That would be crazy. Yeah, that would be crazy. They got Osimhen, Wirtz, Kirkes, and Frimpong. They're allowed to do that. They'll come up with some bullshit reason as to why they're allowed to do that, but we're not. All right, that'll be a thing, bro. Well, if they was to sign Kirkes, Frimpong, Wirtz, and Osimhen, they'll come out with some reason why they're allowed to do that, but we're not allowed to spend money. Watch it, mate. Watch it. They will. Yo, big up Si, man. Yo, we need to get on the stream soon, bro. We need to get on the stream soon, man. Maybe the player ratings on Wednesday, actually. Because it's at normal time, and it's at 5 o'clock. Maybe player ratings on Wednesday. You know what I hate, LB? These clubs are owned by literal billionaires, and fans act like they're broke. In life, you need to spend money. Bro, facts. They all act like this is what it is. You see a lot of these fans, they all want to be like this story. Yeah, I seen an Arsenal fan say if they would have won the league last year, it would have been better than the Leicester win. And like, they all want to be. They don't want to accept that they've spent money because that'll put them in the same bracket as City. See, the thing is, yeah, I love how people say, "Oh, the only reason you win is because of money." Yeah, I know that's the reason why we win. We buy the best players, we got the best manager. And what? You think I care? You think I care when I'm celebrating Premier League? You think I cared when we won the treble? I don't care. They don't want to be put in the same bracket. If Arsenal win the league next year, they spent 800 million. They're going to do about another 200 million this summer. They've done £1 billion. They don't want to be told that the only reason they've won is because they spent £1 billion. They don't want to be in the same bracket. So they pretend like they're in some other bracket. Like, oh, we did it. We did it a different way. No, it's because you spent £1 billion. Yeah, because you spent £1 billion. That's the truth. But they don't want to be in that bracket. That's why they pretend like they're in this sort of storyline. That's probably why they're all in phase 8 or phase 9 or whatever phase Arsenal fans are in now. LB, next season, you got to be on your villain arc. Fuck them other teams. Winners win. Losers explain how not to win. Losers explain how not to win. Love that, bro. All right, that's class, man. Big up to you, bro. Smash the likes, people, as well. Smash the likes, people. Come on, man. LB, talk about Khaldoon reaction video about ticket price you did and didn't believe in Khaldoon. Nah, I just didn't believe that he didn't know. But I'm glad that they've sorted it out, man. Big up to everyone that was at the protests and that. Big up to them, innit? Khaldoon's legit. Khaldoon's legit, man. Big up City Original says, in business, you need to spend money. Of course you do. Of course you do. 100%. 100%, man. LB, my friend's cousin works in Porto. He's told us Costa has told Porto that he wants to go City. If City don't come in, he won't leave Porto. Like, how is this like haram spending? If spending money wins title, then fine, spend more. Yeah, facts, bro. 100%. 100%, mate. Yeah, it's mad. It's actually wild. It's wild, but yeah, we are well and truly back. We are well and truly back, people. Well and truly back. Bayer Leverkusen are interested in River Plate's Ian Subiabre. We got Ask MCFC for the tag. Yeah, crazy. See how he gets on, innit? See how he gets on. Wild. Wild. See what else you guys are saying before I wrap it up. Yeah, still 1.2k in the building, man. Smash these likes up, guys, if you're not done so already, man. Come on, let's get these likes to 600, man. We need 20 people. 20 people smash the likes out of 1.2k. Piss boilers are back. Facts. Facts, man. Be as unsufferable as possible on shows if innocent. Mate. Trust me, if we're innocent, bro. If we're innocent, man. Bro, we got to rattle. We got to rattle. I need the club to rattle. I need the club to rattle. I need the whole club to just enter its villain arc, mate. Yeah, I do. I do, mate. Have we officially signed Naipan? Is it official? I'm not sure if it's official or whether it's just like... oh, here we go. Fabrizio Romano. All documents signed. Medical on Monday. So, yeah, just needs to do a medical, bro. Just needs to do a medical. Oh, it's Rafaela Pimenta. It's the same agent as Haaland. It's the same agent as Haaland, Rafaela Pimenta. She took over... Oh, what was the guy who died, chat? Chat, what was the guy who died? The agent. It was Haaland's agent who died. What was his name? What's his name? Someone must know his name. Raiola. Yeah. Mino Raiola. Yeah, Mino Raiola. Yeah. Yeah, she took over him when he passed away, innit? Yeah, that was crazy. That was pretty sad, actually, because I think Haaland was bare close, innit? Haaland was bare close. Naipan's father is about to get a big deposit. Hey, that's the game is the game, bro. Your front three next season? It's not really a front three necessarily. It's more of like a front five. I play Haaland up top, Foden off the right, Cherky in the middle, Mamouche off the left coming in. Ike Nori is my left winger, essentially pushed up. Tijani Reinders behind, Rodri behind, and then either a back three of maybe like a Huzanov, Diaz, Gvardiol, or you play Gvardiol, Diaz, Gvardiol, Huzanov, and then maybe another midfielder, like an inverter or something. I'm not 100% sure what you do with that right back yet, though. I don't really know what to do with that yet. But I like that front five, man. That front five would cook. Yeah, McAtee's defo getting sold, Muzzy. Yeah, he's gone, man. He's defo gone, bro. 100%. 100%. Yeah, I've seen the Robertson, Liverpool's Robertson to Atletico Madrid. I've seen that as well. I've seen it as well. Facts. Facts, man. We're not like Arsenal spending that much, but every season and trophyless. Yeah, Arsenal crazy, man. They spend a lot of money and don't win nothing, man. Wild, isn't it? It's actually wild. How can you spend that much money in it and just like not win anything? It's crazy. What time is it? I'm out tonight. I'm on the beers, man, so probably not, man. But tomorrow, let me see what's going on tomorrow. See what's going on tomorrow. Let me check the fixtures tomorrow. I need to look at this properly and see exactly what's going on. Right, so Ali into Miami 1 a.m. this morning. Probably not, man. I can't lie. PSG though tomorrow 8 p.m. PSG versus Atletico Madrid 8 p.m. We'll be on that one 100%. 100%. I'm going to be slamming these watch-alongs out, man. I'm going to be slamming these watch-alongs. Make sure you guys are subscribed to More LB as well. Links in description, man. This is where all the watch-alongs are going to be. When do Flamengo play, man? I really want to watch. I want to watch Wesley. When do Flamengo play their first game? 2 a.m., man. Why is it 2 a.m.? River Plate, though, versus Urawa Red Diamonds, 8 p.m. Tuesday. We would be there. We would be there. Wow, Flamengo at 2 a.m., man. Yeah, we'll smash. I'll do as many as I can, guys. I'll do as many as I can. You know what I mean? I'll do as many of them watch-alongs as I can. On the second channel, More LB. Theo Hernandez is joining Atletico. I thought he was going to Saudi Arabia. No? What is going on with Echeverria? Going on loan, isn't it? It's going on wrong. All right, come on, Mitchell, man. We'll be there. Oh, yeah, Tevez is in Soccer Aid, isn't he? Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen it, man. Right, sweet. Big up to you guys. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I doubt I'll be live again today. Yeah, I doubt I'll be live again today. But yeah, man, big up to yous. Smash up the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys are subscribed to More LB, link in description. That's where all the watch-alongs are going to be for the Club World Cup. So make sure you're on that. And yeah. Crazy work, guys. Now, big up, man. I enjoyed that. 2 hours. Bro, these streams are going well long recently, aren't they? Oh, that's mad, you know. Why are these streams lasting so long? Normally, I do like an hour and 10 minutes in dip. This stream's been 2 hours. The stream before that was 4 hours. The stream before that was 3 hours. The stream before that was 2.5 hours. Fucking hell. No way. As if. I didn't realize. They just go by so quickly, these streams now. I'm not sure why, man. We need to react to videos more. I don't mind doing it. I don't mind reacting to videos. Just tag me in the videos. If you see a video and you want me to react to it, do it. I'll do it, man. I don't care, innit? That's what happens when City are back, says Rehan. Oh, come on, bro. Now, big up, man. Right, I'll leave it there. Guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, man. I'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, smash a like, subscribe to the channel before you go. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, people. Enjoy your Saturday, yeah?